I mean, and I think, Leo, the part that I think is fascinating is we come from our different sort of backgrounds and different patterns. And we meet, and if we take the example of like as a couple, and you meet this person who comes with his whole generational history, that's not even just about him. He's also carrying things he doesn't even know. Maybe he's carrying or ways of thinking, ways of understanding, ways of seeing the world that he's never interrogated. And so he's just like, what do you mean? This is how it is. And the other part, he may also be coming now from a completely different world, carrying different things. And so these two people come and they collide. And literally, often as couples, we collide, it feels like. So these patterns may not necessarily be negative. That's what I'm hearing. They may not necessarily be a bad thing, like gooby. But or that they are a mixed bag of helpful and unhelpful. That even though that was not the intention, the fact that it was a household where because it could be both ways. It could be a matriarch, or it could have been a very strong patriarchal sort of view, what I say goes, and that shuts down something in the girl child, or that elevates something in the boy child, that actually I must make the decisions all the time. And vice versa. If it's matriarch, it's the boy child defers maybe to women in his life to make the decision. So it could be either. And that's the point of it, I guess, is to open it up and be curious. Which in what ways has my upbringing impacted how I think, how I show up in the world, who I am? Because it's not just Ninji, but there's been ways in which you have been formed by your experiences, your early experiences in particular. Because sometimes people might say, I had a healthy, good upbringing, so I don't imagine there are any any terrible patterns or generational curses. That's the
and sometimes
we go to.
your good experience comes from the fact that you've never questioned anything,